Myles Garrett, post-game yesterday, talked about just the reaction the fans had to that and the booing that he heard.
The more disappointing thing was the booing at the end. It was not the most optimal ending that we'd want. Of course we'd want to win. Of course we want to play out the game and it end 30-16 or 30-17, whatever it was. We get a pick or a strip sack and end the game, but that's not always how it goes. These guys are still putting their asses on the line and playing as hard as they can, and they should be respected as such. It's 2 games, and we have plenty more games to play, especially this next one coming up in front of the home crowd. And we have a lot of time to correct what we're doing. So we don't want to see this crowd, this stadium give up on us this early. We want to see them completely behind us. And it's disappointing for everybody, but it's absolutely disappointing for us as a team, just knowing that we had them with our foot on their throat and we didn't finish them. And that's completely on us. And we learn from this and we correct it and come back stronger.
And when you hear that full context, he's taken ownership of the fact they should have won that game without question.
I most certainly hope he is. And, there needs to be some guys who are going to go sit down with the secondary and say, look, explain it to us, guys. What is the issue? Because, look, we know you're better than this. We've seen firsthand that you're better than this. Is there something going on here? What is it? And you got to sit down with the major players on that defense, and you got to sit down with some coaches. And look, is there anything different? Or is there anything we can do to make sure that this does not continue to go on? Did we used to do this coverage this way? Are we doing it a little bit different now? Is that why maybe some guys are behind? Is that why maybe some guys are confused as to what maybe their secondary or third, assignment is as far as coverage? Because it looks like some guys who are lost and they are way too accomplished, and they're coming off a season where basically they carried the freight last year and they had their issues with the offense for not doing the same. So now it's almost kind of like a role reversal here. If I told anybody that the Cleveland Browns offense was averaging 28 points per game through the first 2 games, who in the world would think that the Browns would be 1-1, that they would not be 2-0?